Today, one of the top-scoring lacrosse teams in the Garden State takes the field with just one goal in mind. St. Joseph of Metuchen was the non-public A champion last season, but fell just one win short of a Tournament of Champions title. Now they are looking to climb their way back to the top of the mountain, but the mountain is steeped with history. The Lakers of Mountain Lakes are one of the most storied programs in the state. 7 times they have been the #1 team in New Jersey under Coach Tim Flynn, who has over 500 wins. In this town, lacrosse is not a sport, it's a religion. Get ready for a showdown. St. Joseph takes on Mountain Lakes. It's all next on MSG Varsity.
We always have that discussion about lacrosse, where it stands as far as the other sports. Football, from a recruiting standpoint, the Tri-State, definitely top 10, sneaking up on the top 5. Basketball, well, in pockets of New Jersey, New York City, top 5. It's an open and shut case, Jimmy. Lacrosse, when you talk about the Tri-State area, it is the #1 region in America. Of course, Greg Cuccinello, this is what he does best.
Well, he gets a step, a little bit of separation. You can't give him that kind of room. Here again, one of his favorite moves, bit of a bull dodge, sidearm, upper right-hand corner. And what a comeback for the guy having a break after a broken ankle. Tara?
You talk about that comeback, guys, and I said to Coach Flynn, what is it like seeing Cooch back on the field? He said, it just puts a huge smile on my face. It was a devastating loss to the team, but not just because he's such a talented athlete, but because he's such a fantastic leader. He said he's got tenacity, his offensive talent is superb, and his skill just speaks for itself, but he's a class individual that has taken this team to new heights, and they are very happy he is on this field this year, guys.
Yeah, no question. I mean, just one of their leaders, and a guy that kids rally behind, and he can take you places. Cuccinello.
Well, what a history here at Mountain Lakes. And, of course, Joe Sinowski, who played here, was a Laker, played for the 2010 U.S. national team when they won the World Cup of lacrosse in England. And, of course, we'll talk about some of the players that are playing Division I later on, but the U19 U.S. national team coach is Tim Flynn. So just a tremendous amount of lacrosse in this tri-state area.
You know, Cuccinello is motivated too, as they saw their win streak in the football season come to an end in the state final against Wallington, and now, you know, last hurrah on the athletic fields for Mountain Lakes here on the lacrosse.
Well, I like what Tim Flynn talked about. Ian Bolin and now Andrew Bolin in the goal for the Lakers. You get that one shot, the one-hit wonder.
So now, here we go, and it's a goal! St. Joe's Metuchen turning and firing is Brendan Ulrich. And the senior captain gives them something they needed. They hadn't scored in the last 15 minutes.
Ulrich wheeling and dealing. Watch him turn. That time left-handed cannon. And looks like it went in non-stick side, upper left, puts it in the attic, and that's a big one for Brendan Ulrich, who's really had some adversity overcoming the ACL knee injury. Not only playing, not playing at all in March.
Let's go, Ace.
7th goal of the season for Brendan as he cranks one home. And a much more manageable deficit now for the Falcons at 3, but Mountain Lakes continues to do their thing off the face-offs. Look at the ground ball picked up by Selniker.
And Selniker, the initial player who had won the face-off. Unfortunately, the Lakers couldn't hold on to it, though, but he eventually got it back.
Selniker looked like he was back on the ice playing hockey there with that stick extended. And, boy, he's something. Over 50 goals for the Lakers. One of the best hockey kids in the Tri-State.
They scored the game-winning goal over High Point in the state tournament game, 6-5, and Burgoyne also a great finisher as well on the ice. Selniker with 54 ground balls in 2010.
So Tim Flynn gathers his troops now. Talk a little cross. Tim Flynn, look at the wins. 523 wins, 100 losses. Coach of the Year, 88 and 93. Hall of Fame inductee, 1995. And as you mentioned, coaching that U.S. U19 team. But what he has done here is he has developed a culture of lacrosse in Mountain Lakes, and You know, I firmly believe what he's done here in Mountain Lakes has sort of bled off around the tri-state area. And now you're seeing what Summit is doing, and Chatham, and Madison, and, you know, it all starts, he'll tell you, it starts with the parents. They're so committed to the game and the kids, and the results have been there. 7 overall state championships, 4 New Jersey Group 1 championships, TFC titles, 11-time Morris County champion, and 8 division championships for Coach Tim Flynn.
Well, Jimmy, I met him last year. I went to scout a preseason game against Madison, and, you know, some coaches could not, of that ability, may not want to give you the time of day. He was very accommodating, and just a lot of warmth coming out of him.
So now, final minute of the second quarter. Next goal is going to be important in this game at 7-4. Boy, St. Joe's Metuchen like to get to the break at 7-5, and if the Lakers score, it's a 4-goal deficit. Going to the pipe now, downtown, yes sir, Dylan Muty, he goes high to low, and the junior midi makes it a 4-goal game again.
Dylan Muty really getting a little bit of separation in the score, even a lot more, putting it through the 5-hole. Harry Burke unable to do anything at the near post. Yes, fake high and go low, and he's got the keeper guessing now.
Fourth goal of the season for Muty. Well, you know, we mentioned so much about Tim Flynn, and he will point to his coaching staff. You know, Mark Walters, Kevin White, just, you know, Coach Lane, and on, and all the junior league coaches. It's an amazing thing here, the junior league program. You have 5th and 6th grade teams that have 6 or 7 coaches on that particular staff alone.
But when you go up to that rock, it's a tribute to this whole program with the plaque on it. There's a number of bricks where families and individuals donated, and they have their names on it. And one of them says, "We bleed orange and blue from Mountain Lakes Lacrosse." So that pretty much says it all right there.
Well, Mountain Lakes won back-to-back TFC titles, 07-08. We dip you back in time a little bit to 2008. Mountain Lakes taking on the Green Wave of Del Barton. Brian Castle and Sean Kerwin were putting on a show. And in the nets was first-year starter, Ian Bolin. Look at Bolin right here. 16 saves, was named the game's most valuable player. Bolin was just awesome. Mountain Lakes claimed its 2nd straight TFC title, 12-6 over the Green Wave of Del Barton in that one. What a squad that was in that year. Mark Dabrowski on that team, and that list just goes on and on. He went off to Yale. Sean Kerwin, many of those youth members, the kids that participate in the fun run on the first day of practice when you got about 300 mini Lakers running through the streets of Mountain Lakes. They run a couple miles. They all wind up here at the field. It's a spectacle. Look at this. They continue to pour it on. Cashing in on that one was Timmy LeBeau, the senior midi. And boy, we said with a minute left, it was an important minute for the guys in green. It's the guys in orange who have struck for 2 quick goals.
Yeah, unfortunately for the Falcons right now, when they needed to tighten up, it looks like the Orange are starting to break loose here. And there's a shot that goes into the lower right-hand corner. Not enough defense, able to turn and face the goal. You never want that to happen. They're giving them too much space inside, and inside is a big part of Mountain Lake's game.
Final minute now, under 1 minute. And look at Mountain Lakes. They're looking to put this one away in the final minute of the first half. Round the horn it goes. Billy Burgoyne gets another one. And the senior has made it 10-4 Lakers.
For Burgoyne, nice fake touch, but they lose the ball momentarily. That was a pass, and you should see some very good combinations right in front of the goal there. Very unselfish lacrosse. Everybody gets a touch at it, and there's no way to defend against that.
This is what they do.
3-man build up, and it's your turn to score. If you're at the far pipe at the blind side, you see number 14, I believe that was Rob Borzetti getting the assist.
There's the horn, so that goal comes with just 2 or 3 seconds left. Mountain Lakes dominating faceoffs, 12-3. And for Orazzetti and company, they exploded at times in that first half. And Mark Moreau and St. Joe's, the Falcons of Metuchen, they're going to have to try to find a way. But so far, happy times for Coach Tim Flynn, who's with Tara.
Coach, your team exploded in the second quarter with 8 goals. What was the difference in that second frame?
Just pushing it and finding each other a little bit better and getting good shots off. We were kind of a little hesitant in the first quarter of not shooting as much as we should have.
You've got a comfortable lead right now. What's the message to your team?
No lead's comfortable. No lead's comfortable. We've got to keep working and got to keep getting ground balls and possessions.
All right, Coach, thanks. Good luck in the second half. Jimmy.
Okay, no question about it in this game. A lot of guys can put it in the back of the cage. What a 24 minutes for the Lakers of Mountain Lakes. St. Joe's Metuchen, they came out ready to rock and roll with these Lakers. Got some big goals by Lachlan and company, but then the Lakers just took over. Cuccinello, and then it was Orazzetti. They dominate with 8 goals in the second quarter. We'll take a look at halftime, which is straight ahead on Lax Live.
Tonight, the Green Wave of Del Barton looks to add to its illustrious history as they go for an unprecedented 5th consecutive title. Del Barton has not lost to an opponent in New Jersey in its last 47 games, and with a win tonight, can raise the bar just a little higher.
Is it safe to call you guys a dynasty? Yeah, I would think so.
The Colts of Christian Brothers Academy have the task of taking down the 4-time defending champions. It's a tall order, and they know it will take more than just skill.
Heart and desire. That's what drives us. That's what motivates us.
Can CBA stop Del Barton's drive for 5? The New Jersey Non-Public Hockey Championship is next on MSG Varsity.
Going pucks at the net, but it's not reaching either. It's going wide, where CBA's getting a piece of it.
There's a chance. Shot, score, no goal. No goal. The official blew the whistle before the shot.
They waved it off. I'm not sure the reason behind it. I'm not sure if the net came off first. We'll have to listen for the announcement. They're going to take the face-off outside the zone, so the stoppage was caused by Del Barton.
Crease violation is the call.
That is a rule that is particular to high school, where if your team has the puck, you cannot be inside the crease. Maybe we're going to look at it here. Watch the pressure. Look where he is. He's inside the crease. He's claiming he got knocked down. Let's take a look from the overhead view. But you're going to see him interfere with the goalie right there as he takes him out. And he's clearly in the crease before the puck reached that area.
Here comes Cuccinelli. Here's a shot backhanded. Finney makes the save. Shot, score! Rebound!
Wow, talk about a turn of events. Just when you thought Del Barton tied to score, what happens? Matt Langos comes back the other side and scores his 15th. Just inside that upper 90. Good save on the first shot. He follows it up. Not much of an angle. I think it's Cuccinelli who's going to get credit for this goal. For him, it's his 20th of the season as he uses that left-handed shot up over the outstretched arm of Colton Finney.
Meet Andre Drummond. He's the #1 junior in the nation, and he plays like it, leading St. Thomas More to a 20-win season. His assignment today? To slow down a McDonald's All-American in Michael Gilchrist and the Celtics of St. Patrick. The pride of Elizabeth, New Jersey is the top team in the national polls, and they are out to prove it. So who is the best? This court is now in session with St. Thomas More and St. Patrick next on MSG Varsity.
Just underway here. First 4 minutes are in the books. Here's Gordon now. Derek Gordon, the runner. And he's called for steps.
And I tell you what, Jimmy, I'm not old enough. I've played a lot of pickup basketball with Derek Gordon as well, being from the Piscataway area. He's from Plainfield. Two guys out there on the court I played some basketball with in Mabry and Gordon. Gordon, very tough, strong guard. His brother plays overseas basketball as well.
Now Indiana faithful. Drummond stepping out, got it. Andre Drummond, just a junior.
That was a little bit inside the three-point shot. Oh, that was a three. Huh. Let me tell you something. Anybody that saw that is scribbling on their pad right now, because that is very impressive for the 6'10 junior. I thought it was inside the arc, but watch, he steps back. Oh, that's three. That's Chris Webber-like. Tim Duncan, maybe.
Well, Drummond grew up in Middletown, Connecticut. If he wasn't at St. Thomas More, he'd be at Capital Prep. Last lost nearly a year ago to the day against Oak Hill by 1.
You see Kevin Ball, one of the great coaches in the country, that has really built a dynamic powerhouse in Elizabeth at St. Patrick.
St. Thomas More wants to talk about it, so Jerry Quinn will call his troops over. St. Thomas More, an all-boys school, 170 students. Mike Gilchrist, cover boy of Varsity, the magazine. Why not? And you can see him, Garden State, led by 3 elite teams. The big one of which, St. Patrick, another one of those teams in that article, the Friars of St. Anthony. And what you have to love about St. Anthony and St. Pat's is they play in the same bracket. Parochial B. Only one of them will be a champion.
You can't take the back way, baby. You got to go through one of them. And every year, that Parochial B final is always the game to be at. You can find celebrities, ex-great New Jersey, New York basketball players.
Look out! Oh, Andre Drummond!
I mean, watch your neck, your head. Woo!
Well, apparently, if he gets in deep, he is useful.
I got to see a replay of that. We got to bring that one back. I'm talking to the guys in the truck. You got to show me that. Watch right here. Get out the way. Something bad could happen. Drummond. And he gets deep position. And if you get a guy deep position, it's all she wrote. You can forget about that.
Well, a pair of 6'10" guys, Dakari Johnson, St. Pat's, and Drummond. Now, Drummond, much more decorated player and a junior. He's got years, but here comes Gilchrist. Now the McDonald's All-American in transition to the rim, and he'll go to the free throw line.
And when you speak to the coaching staff, the one thing that they really wanted to focus on with Gilchrist this year is if he gets the rebound, they don't want him looking for a point guard or looking to outlet it. They want him to take it coast to coast. You can start the break. And when you have a guy that can handle as well as Gilchrist can, what a luxury.
And that has been one of the great improvements in his game in the 4 years he's been at St. Pat's as a starter. And he's like the high school version of Kevin Garnett now. I mean, he just puts up numbers across the board. Not much he can't do. Rebound, block, steals. He's got a motor, he's got a handle.
Kevin Garnett's nasty though. Is Gilchrist as nasty as Kevin Garnett?
Well, I just mean he plays a high school version of Garnett's game when Garnett was in his prime, you know?
He gets that nastiness, look out.
Yeah, nobody's gonna compare ability to ability. Well, I'm saying is you're seeing that kind of version of a guy's game.
And guys always do that. Who does he remind you of? And you're right, he has that type of ability, that type of body. He's lean.
So the lead is still 7 for St. Pat's. A 11-2 scoring run for the Celtics. The Drummond dunk. Now Gordon, strong, blocked by Drummond.
I'm not sure. I think that might have been goaltending. How high can you get?
So did a lot of the fans. Kevin Boyle can't believe it. Kevin Boyle is...
Let's check this one out. Is this one coming down, Jimmy, or what?
It's in the air.
Let's see.
Long time.
Oh, that's coming down.
That's terrible.
Oh, that's coming down. That's coming down. See, he's going up. Here it comes. It's on the downward spiral.
Going to break.
Still impressive, huh?
Impressive. You just play on. They missed that one.
This game is getting intense here.
Don Bosco Prep is the #1 team in the nation. That's 5 straight state titles and 35 in a row for the Ironmen. Now Don Bosco Prep enters the 2011 campaign once again as the #1 high school team in the nation. The Ironmen boast a defense loaded with Division I talent that allowed only 8 points per game last season. But tonight, they face 5th-ranked Mission Viejo. The Diablos may have the best offensive line in the country, blocking for a 1,000-yard rusher and a quarterback who threw for over 2,400 yards last season. It's a national showdown. East meets West, and it's only next, right here on MSG Varsity.
As this offensive line for Bosco now starts to impose its will. No huddle now. Peppers picks up about 7 on first down. What a future this young man has. Again, it's Peppers. Peppers doing his thing. Will move the chains once again. It's a first down for the Ironmen, and the ball is inside the 30-yard line.
This is what we've seen in their preseason scrimmage. These guys are going to turn up the pace, pick up the pace, and make the Diablos stop them on offense.
1st and 10 now. Peppers now to the outside. Oh, touchdown saving tackle from Mission Viejo. Peppers will pick up what looks to be another first down. It'll be very close.
Oh, this pace, you can look at the Diablos. They don't look like they're really cohesive on offense. They call a timeout just to slow things down. Oh, timeout by the referee, excuse me.
Well, this is Don Bosco football. When you play offense for Don Bosco, Steve Levy, you are on the clock. They want to go up tempo.
Sorry, Jimmy. That's right, Jimmy. You know, Amani was trying to say that earlier about the scrimmage with Piscataway and Immaculata, the 3-way they had a few weeks ago, and they ran like 16 or 18 plays in 30 seconds. That's the Ironman football. They felt out the Mission Viejo defense. They saw the weaknesses. They ran the outside stretch to get up the field to the 3rd level to set up the inside ISO stuff. They still haven't gotten Mike Gankovich going, but that will come. But right now, it's tempo, 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 and that offensive line for the Ironmen is wearing down the Diablos.
You're right about that, Steve. It started already. Hopefully these Diablos this week can have a great game here. Hopefully the Diablos can hold up and show some backbone, because this drive, up to this point, they've only let the Ironmen only had like 5 yards, but now they're really starting to heat up.
You see their dominance in New Jersey. Will Hill and St. Peter's Prep, the last to beat them in the Garden State, it was 2005. Their last loss, 2008, St. Xavier of Ohio. 35 straight wins, 69 of their last 70. Still no score here in the ballgame. Under 3 minutes. Here comes Peppers to the left side, puts on the brakes. Penalty comes in again. We have a man down for Mission Viejo.
This would be a good time to see if they can get the ball to Carew on their outside, their big play receiver.
Grosh leading, left side, Wilkins. Johnny Wilkins towards the end zone. Be stopped just short. And it'll be 1st and goal for Don Bosco at the 1-yard line. Quickly up to the line of scrimmage they go for a no huddle. Gross, the fullback, John Wilkins, seeking his first touchdown as his senior year. Wilkins into the end zone. Touchdown, Don Bosco Prep. They are on the board.
You see Michigan Viejo really wasn't set up for that play. The no huddle and the speed really affected that defense on that particular play. And Wilkins gets his first touchdown. We see him at his best when he is running downhill. He's a slashing back, and right there he slashed his way right into the end zone.
Well, Yankovic will stay in the game now on the hold for the outstanding kicker, Aiden Murray, the junior. Murray splits the uprights. 7-0 for the Ironmen. And Armani, the beauty of this no huddle is that you really don't know when it's coming. They're not running it any time. They've been opportunistic in catching Mission Viejo off guard.
Yeah, if you go fast all the time, the defense is ready for it. But when you switch speeds, that forces them every play. They got to look and see if you're going to go no huddle. Takes time away from them, and then they go and get to their defense.
Good push by that Bosco offensive line. Kevin Wilkins, the sophomore. If you recognize the name, it's number 29's little brother. Johnny, the senior, Kevin, the sophomore, leading the way for Johnny's first touchdown of the year. 9 plays, 64 yards, took 336. Lots of those big plays on the ground, and Don Bosco has a 7-0 lead.
Looks like they've...
Well, Mission Viejo arrived on Tuesday night. Wednesday afternoon, it was a field trip like none other. Started at the Jets facility and then on to MetLife Stadium, otherwise known as Giant Stadium. Amani Toomer was on hand talking with Coach Johnson, and it was a thrill for these young men, Amani.
Yeah, for them to come into a pro stadium, get an opportunity to roll around with some of the Jets. Drainin gave them the jersey treatment, a little bit of rain this last couple weeks, but they loved it. They had a great time going, seeing the sights.
It's all Don Bosco, 28-0 as we start the fourth quarter. Don Bosco taking on California's Mission Viejo. 2005, they started taking on out-of-state opponents, and last year was St. Ignatius of Ohio, Paul Carnavari. What a coming-out party it was for Carnavari. 257 yards and 2 scores. But in this game, it was the defense. Michael Strezak and Darius Hamilton were doing their thing, and when the backfield, and when they get to the quarterback, guess who was the benefactor? Because the rush was there, the sacks were there, and then number 27 in your Bosco program, he was there.
Mike Strezak with 2 interceptions, kind of like tonight. He did his thing last year. A smart player that they really love here at
33-6.
Back at First Energy Park, Jackson does not score in the first, and Red Bank Catholic ready to go in their bottom half of the first inning. And the head coach of the Casey's is Buddy Houseman. He has led this team to a 25-win season in his 4th season, 43-29. Seton Hall University grad. And let's take a look at the Casey's lineup.
Hello, this is James Alvada, and here's the Red Bank Catholic lineup. Leading off, Joseph Kissinger, followed by Andrew Lemura, Vincent Tranchina, CJ Lucia, Mike Racino, Nick Liggett, Trevor Brain, Dylan Chase, and Jack Whaley. This has been the RBC lineup.
A little bit of Hollywood in there. Here's the Jackson Memorial defense. Matt Guarino's at first, Andy Lopez at second, Joe Ogren's at short, and Spencer Young around at third. Fred Shears, the left fielder, Matt Maleo, speedy in center. Matt Weiss is the right fielder, and Alex Herzig, one of the top catchers in the short conference, behind the plate. And on the mound for the Jags is Brandon Hullum. He's had a terrific year, 5-2, 39 in the 3rd innings pitched. He's given up just 39 hits, struck out 33, walked only 7, and his ERA a sparkling 2.14.
Yeah, he's a big boy. Coach, I know you came into this season, a lot of questions, only 3 returning starters, and obviously 24 straight games, a school record. When did you, personally, as a coach, say, okay, we have something special here?
You know what? Actually, it goes back to over Easter break. 18 out of 20 of these guys jumped on the train and went up to Yankee Stadium to catch a game and to see it, to learn, but also to bond. And, you know, I've never had a team ever do that before. You know, from sophomores all the way to seniors, taking care of each other. You know, and just enjoying the experience and learning some baseball. And, you know, you can't teach that and you can't tell a kid to do that. But for them to have that bond and put something together like that, you know, that shows a lot.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. And there's 1 away. In the 5th. And he swings and drills this one to center. Coming in, Maleo makes another terrific catch. 2 sparkling plays by Maleo in center field. And he robs Whaley of a base hit and Red Bank Catholic of another run. Well, let's see if that play ignites Jackson Memorial. We go to the 7th. 2-1, Red Bank Catholic in the Shore Conference Championship. back in Toms River. Quantick trailing Robbinsville by the score of 1-0. And there is Dana Nielsen, and there's Kayla Lombardo, the outstanding catcher, and she talked about Dana Nielsen being the glue of this team.
She's the core of our team. When she's on, we're on. And Dana is a tremendous pitcher, as you know. And she just controls herself very well. She keeps the team focused, and I want to win for her. She's my motivation because she always works 110%, gives 110% in everything she does, and keeps us together.
Okay, here we go, batter.
Power. See Levering's first time up right here. What a bunt. That was just a nice play, just dropped in the right spot. Great backspin on it. Might see her try to do something like that here, but already we got Borofkis and DeVito cheating way up.
And she takes a strike, and she's in the hole. No balls, 2 strikes.
Here's the thing with a slap hitter, Lou. Slappers have the power to hit it over the first baseman's head.
Punted back to the pitcher, Nielsen. Safe! Levering beats it out again. Second time this game.
It's not pretty when she goes down the line, but she gets down the line. She just drops it actually right in front of the pitcher, Nielsen, and she just hustles down the line. She just lunges her body. She's safe. Just throws it, look at that, and then she just goes down. She's just got incredible speed.
Nicole Pyatt struck out her first time up. One of her first one out. Swing and a miss in the count 0-2.
It's where Nielsen can start to show some of her dangerous stuff. Mixing the rise ball, mixing the changeup.
Swing and a miss, waved at a high, hard one. 2 outs, and now Rebecca Freeman steps in. The Robbinsville catcher tried to right her first time up. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Now, if you watch Lombardo back there, she's kind of angling herself towards first base. It is an unusual setup, but she is doing that because of the runner on first base, who's taking a good lead. She's thinking about the throwdown with DeVito.
Swung on and drilled to deep left and over the head of the left fielder, Thomas. Levering rounds third on her way to the plate, and she will score. It's a double and a run batted in for Freeman, and Robbinsville leads 2-0.
That was just a shot. She got an inside pitch and drove it. Thomas was actually playing in a bit, and she kind of just looped it over her head. And Levering was going with 2 outs. She was just running on the pitch. She kind of tripped a little bit at home coming around third base, but able to score easily. No play. The throw was cut off at third base by Borofkis to keep Freeman at second base. Just a nice hit.
We go to the top of the 7th. Robbinsville looking to win the state title, and they have the lead, and large part of that was defense.
Yeah, defense has been the story of the game. Fisher making a key play right here. We have Freeman has just been outstanding with 2 pickoff moves today. Here's the first one, getting Fichtler sleeping on third base, throwing it to Hunter. Levering making an outstanding catch on what would have been a sure single, and again Freeman throwing to first base, getting the runner at first base. Another nice pickoff play from her knees. Just definitely today the story has been defense.
So we go to the top of the 7th. We're here at Toms River North. I want to take an opportunity to thank the athletic director here at Toms River North High School, Paul Barnoski, for all his hospitality, enabling us to come in here and bring you the excitement of the Group 2 softball championship.
Has been exciting. This is an exciting game.
Deanna DeVito leads it off for the Golden Panthers here in the 7th. Swings and fouls it back. Lauren Fisher trying to put it away.
Quantick being aggressive to the very end. You see her jumping on the first pitch. They're a very aggressive team, that is for sure.
Swung on, popped up, and it is caught! deflection.
Wow, what a play right there.
Christine Levering caught the deflection, I believe, off of the face of the first baseman, Aaron Gaynor. Watch.
Yeah, it looks like it went off of Gaynor's glove and then deflected off of her face, maybe, and then Levering is right there. Now, that's how defense goes right there. Just, you never give up on the play. Wow. Wow, you don't see that every day.